Good morning everyone. So today in this video we are going to study about chapter 2, nutrition in animals. Now different modes of nutrition in animals. So there are 4 modes of nutrition in animals. Holozoic nutrition. In this mode of nutrition, organisms take in food in solid or liquid form, and they further divided into herbivore, carnivore and omnivore. Parasitic nutrition. In this, the organisms they live in or on the body of the other organism called the host, and they derive their food from the host like lice, mosquito. Saprophytic nutrition. In this, the organism take their food from the dead and decaying matter. Example, millipede, wood lice. Symbiotic nutrition. Two organisms live together and benefit each other. Example, that is remora and shark. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the Holozoic nutrition. So in Holozoic nutrition, 5 steps are there, right? Means Holozoic nutrition takes place in these 5 steps. Ingestion means taking in food. Digestion, that is breaking down of food. Absorption of the nutrients, that is getting absorbed in the blood. Assimilation, that is the utilization of the absorbed food. And last, egestion, whatever undigested food or waste material is left, that is removed from the body. Okay, now first of all we are going to see the digestion in amoeba. Amoeba, it is a microscopic single cell organism and it is found in the places such as pond water, right? It does not have specialized organs because as they are made up of a single cell, so they do not have different systems like a digestive system we have. So they are only having one cell, and how they are going to do the nutrition, how the process of nutrition takes place there. So their outer surface, that is outer body surface, they extend temporarily or produces temporarily. That temporary protrusions or whatever part they are producing forward, that is known as pseudopodia. And with the help of this pseudopodia, they capture the food particle, they collect the food particle, as well as they move from one place to another. This amoeba shows holozoic mode of nutrition. That means 5 steps nutrition will take place in this. First of all, what happens, as soon as food particle is near to the amoeba, they start producing some part of their body around the food particle. So like this they produce it and they try to capture the food. So this step is known as the first step, that is ingestion. After this, they capture, they make a, they just engulf the or you can say the produced part, this produced pseudopodia, it closes, and as a result the food particle get inside, and then the digestion process takes place. That means the walls of this food vacuole, this circle which you are seeing, that is enclosed, or you can say it encloses the food particle inside it, and this is known as food vacuole. So this walls of this food vacuole secretes the digestive juices, and that digestive juices breaks down the particles into smaller particles, right? So in this two step, the digestion process takes place. After this, it reaches, or you can say this breaking down of the food is done. Now the absorption is taking place. Material means it is getting absorbed by the walls of this food vacuole into the body, and that process is known as absorption, third one. Now once the particles or the food particle is absorbed, it is used by the body, and that is known as assimilation. And whatever waste material is left inside this food vacuole, it is expelled out from the body, and that process is known as egestion. Right? Now next we are going to see the digestion in human beings, or the nutrition in human beings. So in nutrition in human beings takes place through a system called digestive system, and it is composed of alimentary canal with different organs and some glands. So alimentary canal, different parts are there like mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and rectum and anus. And glands like salivary gland, which secretes saliva, liver, which secretes bile juice, pancreas, which secretes digestive enzymes. So these both are involved in the nutrition of the human body. Now, first of all, what happens in the mouth? we take in the food, that is ingestion is taking place, and in the mouth saliva is released, which digests the which is break down the food particles, and your starch is digested here, right? It is broken down into smaller particles. Now then a long pipe is there. First is a pharynx is there, in which it is a connection between the food pipe and the windpipe. So from here the esophagus, from where the esophagus starts, the food enters into the esophagus and it goes into the stomach. In esophagus no digestion takes place, because here it is only the passage, it only passes the food from the mouth to the stomach. In the stomach, you can see in the picture, this is the stomach. So in this stomach, the walls of the stomach, it secretes two things. One is hydrochloric acid. This is the acid which is secreted, as well as along with this mucus is secreted. Now this mucus, it forms a lining around the muscles, or you can say inner lining is formed by this mucus, and it protects the stomach from the hydrochloric acid, because hydrochloric acid is corrosive in nature, right? Or you can say it is harmful nature if it comes in direct contact with the skin. So this mucus forms a lining around the over the stomach from inside and protects the stomach from the hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid, it kills the harmful germs present in the food, and it digests, or you can say the digestion of the food like protein happens into the stomach. After that, small intestine, it is the longest part of the digestive system, that is, it is the longest part of the alimentary canal, and it is enclosed here. You can see this hole. So when the food particles from the here reaches to the small intestine, here the three main parts are there, that is duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Now in these three parts the different processes done. The walls of the small intestine has a finger-like projections. We call it as villi. It is given here. It is a finger-like projections are there called villi, and it helps. It increases the surface area for the absorption of the food particles. Right. So these folds, which is written here, this fold means villi. It increases the surface area and allows the maximum digestion of the absorption of the digested food. After this, large intestine, it is enlarged one, but smaller than the, in length it is smaller than the small intestine, and here water and useful minerals are absorbed. And in rectum, whatever waste or whatever undigested food is there, it is temporarily stored and it is thrown out from the opening called anus. Right. We will continue in the next video. Thank you.